Every time you think about what they did and your chest gets tight, that's them having power over your body. Every time their words ruin a moment that should have been good, that's them having power over your mind. Every time you hold back in a new relationship because of what happened, that's them having power over your future. And they're not even there. They're living their life, and you're still frozen in that moment, giving away your present because of what happened in your past. Forgiveness is taking your present back. It's saying, what you did was real, it hurt me, and I am choosing to stop giving it power over who I am today and who I'm becoming tomorrow. Not for them, for you. And here's the beautiful part. You don't have to feel it all at once. It's not a switch, it's a practice. Some days you'll feel free, other days the anger comes back and you choose it again. That's okay. That's normal. That's human. Just keep choosing it, because every time you do, the chains get a little looser. The weight gets a little lighter, until one day you think about what they did and feel nothing heavy. Just peace, just quiet. Knowing that you came through something hard and you are still standing. That's freedom. Real freedom. The kind nobody can give you but yourself. Someone hurt you, and that pain is real. It counts. Every bit of it matters. But you are not meant to live there, in that pain, in that version of yourself, still holding everything they put down and walked away from. Feel what you need to feel, because that's how it heals. Change your actions, because behavior teaches what words never could. Build a life so full that cruelty stops finding room inside you. Choose who gets close to you with real intention, because you are worth protecting. And forgive, not for them, for you. You are smarter than the hurt, bigger than what they did, stronger than that moment they broke something in you, because you're still here, still watching, still choosing to get better. And that tells me everything I need to know about who you really are. Hit subscribe, because next week I'm going to share something that connects directly to this. Why you keep attracting the same people who hurt you, and the one shift that breaks that cycle for good. You don't want to miss it. Now go. Take one step, just one, and show yourself what you're made of. You've got this. So start building not a perfect life, not an impressive-looking one, a real one, a full one that belongs to you. Build it day by day, and watch how much smaller the people who hurt you become as your life gets bigger. Here's something that might feel uncomfortable. Some of the people who hurt you, you let them in, not on purpose, but you gave them access to your most tender parts before they earned it. Your time, your trust, your energy, your heart, and they didn't handle it carefully. That's not entirely your fault. You're someone who feels deeply, gives genuinely, and shows up fully. Those are beautiful qualities. They're not the problem. The problem is that not everyone deserves what you give. Think of your life like a house with different rooms. The front porch, anyone can stand there. The living room, for people you know a little. The kitchen, for people you trust. And the bedroom, the deepest and most private space, only for those who have proved through consistent actions over time that they will handle your heart with real care. But what do most of us do? We open the front door and take people straight to the bedroom. We share our deepest fears in the second conversation. We give everything before we know anything, and then we wonder why we keep getting hurt. You have to start protecting your rooms, not by becoming cold, not by closing yourself off completely, but by being intentional, by watching how people make you feel over time, not just in the easy moments, in the hard ones too. Ask yourself this about every person in your life. After I spend time with this person, do I feel better or worse? That's the whole question. Simple but honest. And if you answer it honestly, it will tell you everything. The people who leave you feeling tired, small, confused, or not enough, they don't belong in your inner rooms. The people who leave you feeling seen, safe, and enough, give them more. Open more doors. They've earned it. This is not about building walls. It's about building a door with a lock that only the right people can open. You are not a public space. You are a private world. Who you let into that world matters more than almost anything else in your life. Choose carefully, not out of fear, out of love for yourself. I know this is the step most people fight hardest. After what they did to me, forgiveness? Stay with me, because what I'm about to say might be the most freeing thing you've heard in a long time. Forgiveness is not a gift you give to the person who hurt you. It is a gift you give to yourself. Let me be clear about what forgiveness is not, because this word gets misunderstood constantly. Forgiveness is not saying what they did was okay. It wasn't. It doesn't become okay just because you forgive. Forgiveness is not forgetting. Your memory is valid. Your experience is real. Forgiveness is not letting them back in. You can forgive someone completely and still choose to never speak to them again. Those two things can both be true. And forgiveness is not something you feel first and then decide. You decide first. The feeling comes after. So what is forgiveness? Forgiveness is the moment you decide to stop letting what they did control how you feel today. That's it, right now. You didn't just feel pain. You took your first real step toward freedom from it. That is strength, not the fake kind where you pretend nothing happened, the real kind, where you look your pain in the face and say, I see you, and you don't own me anymore. Here is a lesson that will save you so much time and heartache. You cannot talk someone into treating you better. Read that again. Let it land. You can have the most honest, perfectly worded conversation about how they hurt you. You can be calm, you can be kind, you can give them every chance to understand, and they can still go right back to treating you the same exact way. Because words alone cannot force someone to change. Only consequences can. Think about how a child learns. You can tell a child 100 times not to touch the hot stove, 100 times, but they forget, they get curious, they touch it anyway. The one time they feel the heat, they never forget, not because you said it better, but because they experienced a real consequence. People are not so different. When someone hurts you and nothing in your behavior changes, their brain learns something. It learns this is acceptable, that they can do this and still get full access to you. The same warmth, the same availability, the same version of you who shows up with a full cup no matter how many times they've emptied it. So you have to change what you do. Not with a dramatic announcement, not with a long angry message, not with a social media post hoping they'll see it. Quietly, calmly, powerfully, you become a little less available. You stop jumping when they call. You stop clearing your schedule the moment they want something. You stop being the one who always gives the most and asks for the least. You pull back, not out of spite, out of self-respect. And here's what happens. Some people notice. They reach out more. They try harder. They ask what changed. Those are the people who actually value you. The conversation can happen then, if you choose it. But others get annoyed. They say, you've changed, like it's an insult. They try to guilt you for having a limit. Those people just showed you exactly who they are. They weren't missing you. They were missing easy access to you. Both outcomes are good information. Both outcomes are you winning. Your time is worth something. Your energy is worth something. Your presence in someone's life is worth something. Until you treat it that way, nobody else will either. Stop waiting for the perfect conversation to fix everything. Change your behavior. Let it speak. It says more than words ever could. Here's a question. Sit with it honestly. Why does what they said still hurt so much? Not just because it was mean. People say mean things all the time and we brush them off. But some words dig deeper. Some words stick and replay at 2 in the morning when everything is quiet. Why those specific words? Why that specific person? Here's the real answer. Because somewhere inside you, a part of you is afraid they might be right. Maybe they said, you're not good enough, and you've wondered that yourself.
Maybe they said, "Nobody really cares about you," and you felt that loneliness too. Their words didn't create that fear, they just found it, like a key that already had a lock to fit. And that's what this step is really about. Not them, you. You cannot outrun someone else's opinion of you, but you can outgrow the part of yourself that needed their approval in the first place. And the way you do that is not by thinking your way out, not by repeating affirmations you don't believe yet, not by reading quotes that feel good for 20 minutes and then fade. It's by doing things, real things, every single day. Work on that thing you keep putting off. Learn something that makes you feel capable. Move your body. Help someone. Create something. Every single time you do something that makes you even a little bit proud, you are building something inside yourself that nobody can take from you. Not the person who hurt you, not anyone. You are building self-respect, made from your own actions, not borrowed from someone else's approval. That kind of self-respect is unshakable. Because here's what happens. When your life gets genuinely full, when you're growing and creating and becoming someone you actually like, you start to see the person who hurt you differently. Not with anger, not with sadness, just clarity. You look back and think, they were so small. What they said was so small. Why did I give something so small so much space in my life? Someone hurt you, and right now you're carrying it to bed, to work, into rooms full of people who have no idea what's happening inside you. And the worst part? The person who hurt you has already moved on. They're fine. They're laughing somewhere, living their life, while you're stuck replaying the same moment, the same words, the same feeling, over and over, like a movie you never asked to watch. But here's what nobody is telling you. The way most people deal with being hurt is making things worse, not better. Worse. And it's not your fault. Nobody taught us how to handle this correctly. We were taught to fight back or stay quiet, cut people off or keep forgiving them, pretend to be strong even while falling apart inside. But there's a smarter way, a way that actually heals you from the inside, a way that gives you your power back. Not someday, starting today. And by the time this video ends, something that has felt heavy for a long time is going to start getting lighter. Stay with me. Every step matters. When someone hurts you, two things happen at the exact same time. The first thing is the actual hurt, the thing they said, the thing they did, the betrayal, the disrespect, the moment you felt invisible or not enough. That's real. It happened. Nobody is going to tell you it didn't. But the second thing is what you do with it after. And that is where most people lose. Not because they're weak, but because nobody ever showed them the right moves. Today, that changes. Here are 5 things the smartest people do when someone hurts them. Not motivational poster words, not empty advice. Real steps that will change how you carry yourself, how you see yourself, and how other people treat you from this point forward. Let's go. I know this is the opposite of what you expected. You came here thinking I was going to tell you to toughen up, to not let it bother you, to just be strong. But here's the truth most people don't want to hear. Running from pain doesn't make it disappear. It just makes it follow you quietly until it explodes somewhere you didn't expect. Think of it this way. Imagine a small cut on your hand. If you cover it without cleaning it first, it looks fine from the outside, but underneath it's getting worse, getting infected. And eventually, that small cut becomes a much bigger problem than it ever needed to be. That's exactly what happens when you push your pain down. You push it down and think you're fine. You laugh with people, you go to work, you act normal. But the pain is still in there, growing, getting heavier. And then one random day, something tiny happens and you completely fall apart. People look at you confused, wondering why such a small thing broke you so badly. But it wasn't the small thing. It was never just the small thing. It was every single thing you never let yourself feel before. all of it, finally coming out at once. So here's what to do instead. Feel it. Actually feel it. Give yourself real permission to hurt. Did they break your trust? Feel that. Did they make you feel like you didn't matter? Feel that. Did they leave without explanation? Feel all of it. Sit with it. Don't scroll your phone to escape. Don't turn on the TV to drown it out. Just sit. Breathe. Let it be real. Set a timer if you need to. 20 minutes, 30. Let yourself cry. Let yourself be angry. Let yourself grieve whatever was lost, whether that's a friendship, a relationship, your trust, or just your peace. Because here is the thing that changes everything. When you actually feel the pain instead of running from it, it starts to shrink slowly. Every time you face it honestly, it loses a little of its power over you. Like sunlight on ice, the more light you let in, the more it melts. But when you run from it, it stays frozen. And frozen pain is heavy. You carry it into every new friendship and wonder why you can't open up, into every new relationship and wonder why you can't fully trust, into quiet moments and wonder why peace never seems to stay. It's the frozen pain, the stuff you never let yourself feel. So feel it now. Let it move through you. And when it's done, get up, wash your face, take a breath.